Man, I know a lot of y'all that be on the dating apps and you get a woman's number, or maybe you'll meet a woman in person and get her phone number, or either way, and you're trying to get a first date with the woman. And a lot of times, I know that you are struggling to ever get a first date and it never goes anywhere. So, I'm gonna go over the 5 red flags that you're probably doing right now that's stopping you from getting dates. So, the first thing is you are probably very boring. And what I mean is, when you get a woman's number and you're trying to get to know her a little bit before she can get convinced into going on a first date, you are probably sitting her, hey, how are you doing, to death. Women hate that. Women hate when a man just says, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? What are you up to? What are you up to? What are you up to? Women do not like that. So if you are a guy that's doing it, you need to learn how to have better conversations, and you need to be original. You need to start to actually ask questions. Everyone I've ever talked to that talks to men, I would say universally hates when men just ask, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Or what are you up to? No woman likes that. Okay. So if you're doing that, it's not going to lead to a first date. A woman's just going to get bored and she's going to cut you off. She's not going to even give you a date because she's like, this guy's not putting any effort. So men, do not do that. Actually come up with real conversations. Okay. Actual conversations. Second thing I want to throw in there, maybe you are a guy and you're talking to a woman, and like before you guys are trying to plan a date, and maybe you are telling her a lot about you, but you're not asking enough questions about herself. So you could be a type of guy that you are trying to have a conversation with, and you guys are going back and forth through a text or messaging, but you are just talking and talking and talking, and the woman feels like, I want to be heard. I want him to ask me things. Most women hate not feeling like they're getting listened to. You know what I mean? So if you're a guy and you're rambling about yourself, that's fine to an extent, but you need to listen to the woman. You need to ask her questions and listen to what she has to say and get to know her. You know what I mean? A woman hates when a man just rambles and does not give her a chance to like really show who she is to him. So if you are a type of guy that's always just talking about yourself, then you need to check yourself. You need to reevaluate. You need to ask yourself when you're texting or getting to know this woman before you go on a date, if when you get off the phone or anything like that, you need to ask yourself, has she told me anything about herself? What did I learn about herself? You know what I mean? So you need to actually ask her questions about herself and actually listen to her, okay? So if you're not doing that, you need to start today, okay? The third thing is, you are talking to her and she's telling you things about herself, but you aren't retaining anything that she's telling you. So maybe she tells you her favorite color, or maybe things that she likes to do, and then like the next day you text her or you call her, you are forgetting everything she told you. You know what I mean? Women hate that because she feels like, what's the point of me talking to this guy if he's not retaining anything that I'm saying or he's paying attention to me? She's like, well, he's wasting my time. Like, he doesn't really care. If he's not listening or retaining anything I'm saying, why am I going to waste my time to go out on a first date and see if there's an actual chemistry there? If this guy can't do the bare minimum and just remember the things that I'm telling him. If she's talking to you and she's telling you things, listen and actually retain the information that she's telling you. You know what I mean? Don't just listen to it, go one ear, go out the other, because a woman will pick up on that and she will like be like, all right, I don't even see this going on a first date. You know what I mean? So men, make sure you listen to her, okay? Make sure you listen to her. The fourth thing, and this is more so if you are meeting her online and maybe you're getting to know her before you guys go on a date, and this is more like if it's like a dating app thing, there's a lot of women that want to video chat first. So maybe she wants to confirm that you're not a catfish. You know what I mean? Because nowadays you can get catfish. A lot of women have been catfish at some point in their life, and she wants to make sure you're real. So maybe you are having good conversations. Maybe you are having good phone calls. Maybe you're having good text back and forth, and everything is going good. But you, for some reason, do not want to show, like maybe she wants to video chat with you just to make sure you're who you say you are and your pictures line up to who you say you are. And you keep delaying it, or you keep, postponing it. She's going to get the ick. She's going to think that's kind of odd and creepy because she's like, well, who is this guy? Why does he not want to show his face on a video chat? So it's more of like a safety thing and a protection thing. A woman's not going to go on a date with you, a lot of these women, if she doesn't feel like you are who you say you are. So if you're one of those guys that she does want to like video chat you and see if you just legit and she wants to verify you're who you say you are, make sure you listen to that and you actually do it if you actually want to get to know this woman. Because at the end of the day, a woman's safety is everything, and a woman really cares about feeling safe and protected, and she wants to make sure the person she's talking to is who they say they are. So if you're one of those guys that is scared to get on video chat and she's asking it, then there's no point in dating because you're not really respecting her, you know what I mean? So you need to, if she asks to video chat, you need to first not be a catfish, but you also need to check out and make sure who you are, who you say you are, okay? And then the fifth reason why you're probably a red flag that you're probably doing right now, and it's not really a red flag, that might be making you not get dates with women and it doesn't lead to first dates, is maybe the woman that you're just meeting isn't a match for you and she doesn't match with you. So even for me, right, like, and there's nothing wrong with it, you can start talking to someone, you know, like you meet them online and get their phone number and you'll have some text messages. And maybe the conversation just isn't natural. Maybe you guys' personalities are different. Maybe she just realizes, like, you know, you're different. Like, I have a lot of times where I'll talk and I'll be very goofy and silly in my text messages. And you know, we're having conversations, we're getting to know each other. But I'm a very bubbly, silly guy. And she's more of like a serious type of woman. And it just doesn't mesh. And maybe she's just like, okay, like, he's a cool guy, he's getting to know me, and I'm getting to know him, but I don't see the point of us going on a first date because we just don't align. Like, his personality is different than the one that I would like for a partner or going on a date. So there's really no point in actually going on a date if, you know, our personalities aren't, you know, I don't see myself lining up with someone with that kind of personality. And like I said, it's not necessarily a red flag, it's just, yeah, at the end of the day, you gotta be who you are. And the right person will come. But at the end of the day, that can also be another reason why, you know, a woman will start talking to you and then she'll be like, you know what, I don't even want to go on a first date, and she'll just cut it off, you know, before you guys ever see this real life chemistry in person. So those are the 5 red flags on why you're probably not ever getting first dates with women. And like I said, so the first thing I want to say is just always be yourself, love yourself. The right woman will love you. Make sure you listen to a woman. Make sure you listen to her. You ask her questions. You listen to her. You know what I mean? You be nice. You make sure you're real. You're legit. You're who you say you are. You know what I mean? Be nice, sweet, ask her questions, do all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And just be yourself at the end of the day. So that's going to be it for me today, y'all. If you guys enjoyed my video and my advice and some dating advice and tips, please like, comment, and please subscribe and turn on those notifications. And until the next video, this has been your boy, Tyree Grant. See y'all soon. Peace.